This video tutorial is provided by the College of Graduate Studies at UCF. In this video, I will review the use of page breaks and demonstrate how to insert them throughout your document. There are two types of breaks: page breaks and section breaks. Section breaks are used to split a document into separate sections without carrying over any formatting from one section to the next. Page breaks simply start as a new page while retaining all formatting from the previous page. We'll use section breaks when inserting page numbers throughout the document, which will be covered in a later video. This video will focus on page breaks to ensure that each chapter starts on a new page. Because my thesis document does not have any content, I will insert placeholder headings so that I can go ahead and separate the sections of my document. Because I'm setting up the skeleton of my document, I'll be starting with the title page and moving through the rest of the document. If you have already started writing, you may want to go through your document, delete any extra spaces you have added to get to a new page, and insert a page break at the end of each section. First, I'll turn on the Show Hide All Formatting button in the Home ribbon. This will show any formatting already in place. You can see the appearance of several paragraph marks, which show each time that I've pressed the Enter key to insert a hard return. A hard return marks a new paragraph, starting on the next line. You can see that I've used a couple of hard returns to bump my content to the next page. However, if I insert any content above these marks, it will bump everything to the next line, creating space between the top of the next page and my heading. We recommend using page breaks to avoid the extra space that hard returns can cause, as they can shift content throughout your entire document. So I will go through my document and delete the extra hard returns. Because I do not have any content in my document, I'm going to create section or chapter placeholders. If you already have a thesis document set up with content, you can place these at the end of each chapter or section. Because I chose to have a copyright page, I'm going to use hard returns to manually bump the content down to the middle of the page. Then I'll insert a copyright symbol and type my information. However, I want to contain the manual spacing to this page only. So after my copyright information, I'm going to insert a page break. To insert a page break, go to the Page Layout tab of the ribbon. In the Page Setup section, click the button for Breaks. The first three options are page breaks, and the last four options are section breaks. To start a new page for my next chapter, I'll use the first page break option. This marks the start of a new page. You can also quickly enter a page break by simultaneously hitting the Control and Enter keys on your keyboard. When I insert the page break, Word will move me to the new page so I can start writing. So I'll go ahead and type the heading for my abstract in all caps. When I scroll up to the previous page, you can see how the page break follows my text. If I place my cursor above the page break and type a couple more lines of content, you can see that the page break will move down the page, but when I scroll down to the next page, my header is firmly in place at the top of the page. This will be particularly useful when it comes to writing your chapters and inserting any figures or tables so they stay on one page. After my abstract, I'll create a couple of spaces so that when I come back to write my abstract, I have a place to set my cursor between the heading and the page break. Then I'll insert the same page break again. It is best to try to keep a page break on its own line, because when a page break is butted against the end of text, it can become hidden and hard to find if it needs to be deleted. The next page can be the place for a dedication, but this is entirely optional. I'm including one just to demonstrate what it will look like. Because I'm using a placeholder dedication for now, I'm also going to bump it down to the middle of the page to center it vertically. I'll center the text horizontally as well, and type in a bit of placeholder text. Then I'll use a hard return to create a bit of space in case I want to come back and type another paragraph. Then insert another page break. For the acknowledgments page, I'll type the header, insert a space for later body text, and insert another page break. Then I'll do the same for the table of contents. and again for my first chapter. You'll continue in this manner with however many chapters you plan on including, as well as any appendices and references. If you aren't planning on a list of figures or list of tables, but later find that you would like to include some in your document, it is very easy to insert sections with the page break as well. Because the list of figures follows the table of contents, I'm going to scroll back up to my table of contents page. I'll place my cursor in line with one of the hard returns between my heading and the page break, then insert another page break. This will create a blank page wherein I can type the heading for my list of figures. Page breaks can be extremely useful for keeping sections of your document separate, but extra page breaks can cause blank pages to appear throughout your document. If you find extra pages, you can turn on the Show Hide All Formatting button to find the page break, then delete it just as you would any other element in your document. This concludes the video tutorial for page breaks. If you have any further questions, please use the ETD help request form on the Thesis and Dissertation Services website. In the next video, I will discuss how to modify and apply the normal style.